Hello, welcome to MCFC 9320 PUBcast. A bit of a spin-off tonight. We're going to be discussing City's best players in the past 20 years. Tonight we've got Anne-Marie, John, Riz and Ray Winston. Good evening, people.
Good evening.
Riz, I hope that's your thumb. It's not that kind of show, you know. It's not the ones you know. It's not the ones you normally do, Riz. Right. So
I realised it was three of you.
Right. It's easy, this one, isn't it? Kevin De Bruyne, end of show.
No.
Why?
Because he didn't start us off, did he?
Who started us off then? Robinho?
No. I would probably put it down to players like Vinny or Zabi.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Have you read the uppie? Yeah. Well, right.
From Ray Phillips.
Right. Well, funnily enough, I'll just be careful where to put this camera.
Yeah, and he probably would fit as well.
Whoops. That's going to be the finger. There's some of the players. Shawnee Wright's there. Vinny.
Artie.
That's better, isn't it? Yeah. I've even gone so far as putting Joe Hart in it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He was there when when the transition started. Obviously he wasn't the first choice keeper when the transition started.
Is it too early for Ireland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because
Okay.
yesterday his head had dropped. He wasn't getting anything yesterday.
I know the feeling, mate. Well, that's a different story. Aguero? No?
Yeah, of course. He's got to be in there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, all we're doing here is just naming players, but we want to know who the best is.
David Silva.
There's no
I would to this day still say David Silva's been our best player ever. Because in games like yesterday, it was crying out for him.
Stan,
He could find space. I'm not going to tell
Stan, do you agree? You've only supported City since 2008. Since 2008, who's been your best player?
Stefan Savic.
I tell you what, if you was a footballer, you'd be guaranteed to be drug tested after the match, mate.
You know what?
I guarantee it.
Best player, you can't. There's never going to be an answer, is there? Because David Silva, Yaya Toure, Aguero, they're all doing different jobs, and they were all world class at the job. So
Okay.
it's hard to know, innit?
Let's put a spin on it then. The best
putting in a best 11, all of them would get in. That's probably what we should be doing.
Well, you just said Joe Hart, so
Yeah.
So we would get in ahead of Ederson, would it?
No, Joe Hart won't get in ahead of Ederson. No.
I'll take it.
Why not? Let's put a spin on it, on and off the pitch then. The best player for in the past 20 years, on and off the pitch. Yaya won't get in it, would he?
No.
We're talking about on the pitch.
No, let's talk about both. Let's broaden the horizons.
Well, if we're going to be doing the best players, then we're talking about on the pitch.
All right, then talk about on the pitch.
Right, so Yaya will be in. Company will be in. David Silva will be in. Aguero will be in. And then you can start picking the bones around all that. Zabi will more than likely be in. Who would you have at left back?
Anne-Marie, I'm amazed that nobody's mentioned De Bruyne yet.
Well, it's a baffling one, but then, this part of me thinks we have to go back further than 2008. Because without the players prior to that date, we wouldn't be where we are now either. It might not necessarily have been a great position at times, but they kept the club going, they kept us going,
Zeko?
No,
No.
no.
I tell you what, though, the best player for me, pound for pound, Andy Madison. No, that's the end of it. That's the
20, he played for us long after 20 years, John.
Yeah, but
what Anne-Marie said, without those lads, we wouldn't be where we are. We've got
yeah,
to
but
be,
how many games did he actually play? Weren't that many?
50 something, I think, John.
doesn't matter. You stop the club on that slide going down. And for 80,000, I might have anything else.
And Marie Fernandinho.
Now he comes under the best underrated player.
There's part of me that would put De Jong in there before Fernandinho.
You've seen my pictures, haven't you?
No, but I would put him just.
This, I know this.
De
I know.
Jong wasn't afraid to take a player out if he needed to.
I think before we go off this recording, we've got to nail down one. We're just throwing loads in the air at the minute, and rightly so, because it just shows we've been blessed with a lot of great players, you know, and some who would be in a Premier League all-time 11.
That's another show.
Yeah. But we've got to have one specific player where we individually we've got to say, no, I don't mean agree on the player, that the best player in the past 20 years is.
Okay, I'll go
I
for
don't
mine.
think we can.
Why?
I've got one, and I always say one, David Silva, for me.
What? So you put Silva ahead of Aguero?
Yep.
You put him ahead of
Anybody.
De Bruyne?
Anybody.
But why though? Because sometimes he did go hiding in games.
You've just asked the question, who would you put? John said, David Silva.
Oh, but I'm trying to drag a bit out of him, aren't I?
It's like Stan said, you can't pick. It's all opinions, isn't it? And
for 10 years, David Silva.
Without David Silva, we wouldn't have got where we were. Without Aguero's goals, we wouldn't have got where we were. Without Yaya Toure, we wouldn't have got where we were. You know, you take any one of them out of that particular era, and the other players around them wouldn't have been as good. So you can't, you know, David Silva and Yaya and, you know, even Balotelli, you know, do you put him in there because he passed the ball to
No.
No.
So it's all subjective, and you know, for me it's so difficult. Stan said straight away, it's so difficult because the different players around the field. You can pick an all you know, a best 11. You know, that's when you can have a bit of debate and stuff. But when it's so subjective, I mean, I love Bernardo, but he's not there yet. You know, he's not going to overtake your likes of Aguero or David Silva. You know,
Okay.
Your best team or your best squad, a squad of 23 players. What would your squad be?
Right, come on. All right, then. Let's go through an all-time 11 then. I know we said we could do that on another show, but we may as well do it now.
Okay.
Let's go keeper. For me, I would put Joe Hart in there.
No, I would put Edison.
Edison.
Edison's a much better keeper.
Riz?
Think of your left-hand side low down.
Yeah, but just think about it. It's, you know, Joe Hart was a better shot stopper, I would say.
Absolutely.
But if you're playing with certain players in your team, with Pep as your manager, then you wouldn't have Joe Hart anywhere near the team. So you've got to start with your setup and who you got in the team, because certain players wouldn't fit in a certain team. Nigel de Jong, I don't fit set into this team.
But Joe Hart wasn't given the chance under Pep, so who knows?
No, he couldn't do it. There was days where he kicked the ball straight into touch 4 or 5, 6 times in a row. His distribution was shocking.
It was more than 6 rows.
Right back.
Hang on, let's sort the keeper out first.
Yeah, but then you've got your likes of David James, great keeper, great shot stopper, distribution. Not many keepers' distribution is brilliant anyway. But in the area that he was playing in, David James was a class act.
Okay, then. So most of yous are going for Edison, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so we'll go with the majority. Yeah?
Yep.
Right back. Got to be Zabba, hasn't it? Or is it?
Yeah.
I think Kyle Walker's been outstanding, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think Cal Walker's been outstanding.
But my head and heart are saying different. You know, I absolutely love Zabba to bits, but can he do what Kyle Walker does?
We're getting
No.
back to the two different ways of playing again, aren't we?
Exactly.
Your head says Walker, but your heart says Zabba.
Exactly.
So it's Kyle Zabaleta we're going for?
That'll do. We'll have him. They're both in the squad then. We'll put them both in the squad.
No, we've got a
Put
nail.
Zambi on bench. Put Zambi
No.
on bench.
No, we've got a nail, a right back for this now. I'm sorry, I'm being strict here now.
But you need to work out the formation and the system that we're playing with, don't
Yeah.
4-4-2.
He's the manager. He's the
4-4-2.
manager.
Right, so we're going back to the old way of playing then.
Just stop being such a.
Negative Nelly.
We're 4-3-3 nowadays,
So
aren't
if
we?
it-
Come on.
If it's 4-4-2, then we've got to go with a defending, a defender. Because they didn't push up like they do now. So
Right,
if that's the case, then
let's go with
a defending right back, you've got to go with Zabaleta.
let's go with a 4-3-3 then.
Okay.
Walker.
Walker.
Stam,
Zabba.
I'm going Zabba. It's down to you this one, Riz.
The pressure. It's like VAR.
Yeah, but it's who's in front of him? Who's
Went
in
got
front of
there, yeah.
Zabba? Who's
Went
he
got there, yeah.
overlapping? Who's his partner on that side?
We haven't got that far. We're just asking you to pick one player at the minute.
I can't because I don't know who else is there.
We're playing in a 4-3-3
I'm
formation.
talking about like who else is with him? Who's the other players around the field that are going to
Well, I
interact?
guarantee it won't be Mahrez.
There's nobody in front of him.
It doesn't.
You
It
can't
doesn't.
just pick your best players. You've got to pick the
It
best
doesn't matter.
in that system. That's why I could have been top manager and used lot put Sunday League.
Right, okay.
Obvious.
We've got 2 for Walker.
I nearly managed
2 for
Brookside.
Zabba. We've got 2 for Zabba and 2 for Walker. It's down to you now.
There's no way you could do VAR. You've crumbled under the pressure of a 2v2 on this.
Quite simple. I need to have all the facts in front of me. I might
You know the
change
angles,
it.
mate. Do you? All the angles.
Right, you've got a
Exactly.
choice. No, the facts are you've got to pick one.
I know who's going for.
I'm going to change it when I
I know
find
he's
out
going for.
whoever's in the team. I can always change my mind, can't I?
I'll tell you who he's going to go for.
That will be VAR if you.
Kick off.
I'll tell you who he's going to go for.
Zabba.
Zabba.
I'm going Walker because of his pace. He can get us out of all sorts of trouble.
Right. It worked. It worked.
Centre back. Let's go centre backs before we go left back.
Right,
Vinny.
Which side?
I was going to say,
Left. Let's go left. Let's go. Does it really matter? I'll tell you what. You've been a.
You know what, right? If I'm going to go off what I've seen with my own eyes, the best partnership was Vincent Kompany, Jolie and Leicester.
No.
In the day,
I don't rate Lescott. I never have done.
they were awesome.
Vinny and Laporte.
basically, we're just trying to find out who's going to partner Vinny.
Right, well, we're going to say Vincent Company, aren't we?
I think we'd all go company. Yeah, so let's put
Yep.
Vinny in.
I'll tell you what, he's a guy who played for us. He'll be at the World Cup, and nobody's mentioned him. The general. Telling you,
Yeah, Gautieri.
he'll be in there.
Yeah, it will be in there, but would he be in your all time?
No,
No.
He won't even be in my squad.
So you're talking Horlicks then, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Right, okay. So who we
About
having?
him, to be honest.
Who we having at the side of Vinny then?
Outside of Vinny, that's a good one.
Definitely not Mangala.
I'm gonna go for.
Ray Mangala.
Nelson
I'm gonna go for Stones.
Yeah. I'm not sure between Stones or Laporte. But I think
Go was going to say go on their injury record, but can't split them either.
No, you can't split them either way there.
I think Laporte.
I think Laporte, but not this season. The season before, because he's since his bad injury, he's not come back the same person. He's getting there.
We're talking players in their prime, at their best game you've seen them play. That's what we're talking when we're picking out.
I would say
I'd have Stones because he's a Rolls Royce.
So's Laporte.
He was a second-hand one yesterday.
No, he got reprogrammed, didn't he? He played a lot better after that bump to the head.
No, she's talking about
No,
Stones.
I'm on about Stones.
No, right. We've been there. We've done that. I'd have proved you wrong. So let's move on.
Right,
You haven't
Laporte.
proved me wrong at all.
Laporte.
I'd have said Diaz, but Laporte's got the majority.
No, Riz has not gone yet. He seems to be last all the time here. I think he's going to have splinters up his backside.
No, he's going to Lescott.
No, I was just going on about because it's a partnership, innit? And you've got to, these players have got to. These players have got to have played together.
No, they don't.
No, they do. It's all down to team. It's a partnership.
Hang on,
Centre back pairing.
That's
always a partnership.
Rubbish. You've already picked Vinny, and Vinny's not played with anyone who's in the current team. So are you going to put Lescott aside of him? It's your right to. It's your opinion.
Vinny played with Laporte, didn't he?
You're going to put the best team together. It'll be the Centurions.
There you go. It's easy. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. That's the 93-20 group club.
So go on. Who are we going for?
I'd go for Laporte.
Good lad.
Right, so we're having Laporte.
Hey, proper footballing brains here, mate. Aren't we, Paul?
I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
I've only got Vinny so far. Right, left back. I'm going to go for Kolarov.
No, I'm going for what was he called? Came from Arsenal. Oh, I forgot his name. Clichy.
I said Clichy earlier.
Class acting.
Yeah, it was a class act.
He had it all.
He scored the odd goal.
Yeah.
I don't think
Consistent 7 or 8 out of 10 every week. Very underrated.
All right, look
Kolarov bombed forward and got some screamers. But when you actually look at his all-round play, it has to be Clichy.
Kolarov always had a mistake in him.
He did.
Fabian Delph?
No, he wasn't playing. He didn't play enough.
That was just a little curveball, that. Cancelo?
No.
Zinchenko?
No. Zinchenko was just a squad player.
He's not at Arsenal.
My heart
It
was
is.
Zinchenko, but I'd have Cancelo in it left back.
Mendy?
For defenders, mate.
We'll leave Mendy alone.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going for Clichy.
Who voted Clichy?
Me.
Marie.
That's 3. That's Clichy in.
Who are you going for, Anne-Marie?
You'll have to put this out now and see if people agree, won't you?
I'll edit it. I'll do silly voices so you all agree.
No.
And Anne-Marie, who are you going for?
Well, I kind of agree, Clichy, but like they said before, my heart does say Zinchenko. No, I'll stick with Clichy.
Yeah, that's one. That's another podcast.
Anne-Marie on VAR.
Wore their heart on their sleeves.
Right, who we're going? Yeah, and this formation can be anyway. Let's go for
Centre mid.
All right, centre mid for me. It's got to be De
Silva.
Bruyne. De Bruyne gets in there, doesn't it?
No, I'm going for Silva. De
Hmm.
Bruyne can be in there, but not above Silva.
Right, I think we do. I think. Well, tell me if I'm wrong. I think we'd all go for Silva, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
John?
Yeah. The package I have, Yaya defensive, and then Silva and De Bruyne just in front of him.
I was going to put Yaya left back, but got overruled. All right, so let's fill the midfield up. De Bruyne,
Yeah.
Yes, Anne-Marie?
Can they
Yeah.
play together though? That's the question.
I don't want to know what they do when they're not playing football, but
I think them three are such good players that they would play together.
okay. On the left,
The two intelligent.
on the left is an easy one, in it. Sterling.
Wally Foden.
Eh?
Phil Foden.
I'm going to say Sterling all day long on this one.
Fair enough.
And Marie, you're looking very puzzled there. You can't wait for the right wing, can you?
Now, well, part of me is going to, I do think Foden, but the other option would be Sane.
Again, what formation we're playing here now?
Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. We know what formation Pep plays, so it doesn't matter, does it?
So we've done the back four. We've done David Silva.
And De Bruyne.
And De Bruyne.
Yeah.
So that's 4-2. That's 4-3-3. So we're going front three now, are we?
Yeah.
Why have we got Yaya in? I've not said Yaya.
No, I've not said yeah either, but
I thought we did.
I would put him in there.
All right, let's fill that little trio up then. I'm going to say Yaya.
Yeah. So Yaya, Silva, and De Bruyne. Oh, what you give now to see them three playing in the prime?
Well, you can get them on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Going to be a little logjam up front now, isn't there? Because you're going to be having three up front, but you'll definitely have two of Haaland and Aguero. And who's the other one?
I don't think Haaland gets in there yet. We're talking best. We've not seen the best run yet.
Great point, that John. So, Riz the fence sitter. Are you going Yaya? Everyone agree Yaya goes in there?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Haaland's been the best half-season wonder since Negredo. I don't think we can disagree with that.
I don't know. I thought Bernardo Corradi was pretty up there, mate.
I thought he was spangled out by the end of September, wasn't he? With his injury.
Right, so far we've got Edison, Walker, Vinny, Laporte, Clichy, David Silva, De Bruyne, Yaya. I'm liking this team. So that leaves us, let's have it any position for our last three.
We've got to be Aguero, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Got to be Aguero.
I agree. Okay, then that leaves us to we've got to have Sterling in there, considering his goal scoring record. Let's remember Sterling at his best, rather than
Tevez.
Sure, shout, mate.
I would go Tevez on that left wing.
Hang on, I just remembered about Stan and Tevez.
I'd have him on the plane with that lad who went to Cardiff.
Not Ched Evans.
Not very nice, is it?
Not a very nice man.
We're not talking about how he is. We're talking about his football.
He's good at golf. It's a sore point this with Stan, John.
Yes.
Go on, give us a story.
God, you City fans, you know what's going on. I just didn't like the way that he just dropped the club completely and utterly in the ship.
Didn't Yaya do that though? But you've put him in the team.
Yeah, he had done because at least he turned up and played. I don't remember him going off and saying to the club, "I need to go back to the Argentina."
Yeah, but that wasn't just down to Tevez. That was down to Mancini.
No, then called off to the island.
That was mainly down to Mancini.
No, that wasn't Mancini. Mancini told him to go on. He said no, and he said that after the match. He then dropped it. Then he was quite happy to let the interpreter take the fall for that. He said he's not playing. That was it. There was nothing else.
How do you know that's factual, John? Stan?
Because he said it in Spanish, and there was after the match he was asked in Spanish, why did you not want to play? And he said, I didn't want to play because he felt he'd always been disrespected. It then came out the next morning, and that's not actually what he said. He had said it. There was then a big controversy about it in Argentina about what had gone on. He played it back. He said, oh no, that's not really what happened. the fella in the studio said to him, well, hang on a minute, or, you know, don't forget, you did say that. And he was like,
Okay, tell us in Spanish what he said then.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
No, tell us in
So-
Spanish, roughly.
Roseglio hace landido.
He said that he didn't want to play.
No player.
No playoff. Yeah. He said he didn't want to play.
So it's listen. So it's
I
safe.
heard different.
So it's safe to say, Stan, you're not putting Tevez in.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't. Yeah, I do apologise for that thing about the Cardiff thing, but no, I wouldn't have him anything anywhere near him.
I think that's a great shout by John Tevez, and it's not somebody who went in there. Yeah, here's one for you for right back. See, Richards, doesn't he get anywhere near it?
No.
He started off, but he was too injury prone.
I mean, whether,
Too
you know,
muscly.
But hang on, you say
category is Gaz Baz.
hang on a minute, John. You say that. Oh, you don't get in because he's injury prone. Well, you've put the port in, haven't you? You've put Vinny in. He was injury prone.
Vinny weren't injury prone.
Of course he was.
Not injury prone. He had a couple of weeks a season.
Where he played.
Anne-Marie, am I right here? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He weren't very, not like some of
He's
the
injured.
players.
Look, as much as we love him and he's a legend, he was injury prone, mate. But we've put him in, so why can't you put who I've just said it? I can't remember who said now.
Richards.
Yes, why could you put Richards in?
For the
I've
same-
got you there now.
No,
Oh.
you don't got me because there's better players than him. That's why a lot better players.
It's for the same reason you won't put Gareth Barry in. Gareth Barry was great, but he just wasn't quite good enough to get in this team.
It's
No.
good, but it's not good enough. I'll give you the money myself.
That's a good shout, that Stan, because Gareth Barry was outstanding in
Yeah, he
that
was.
particular
And
setup.
whisper it carefully.
Now we classed him as a Rolls Royce, didn't we?
James Milner wasn't bad.
Listen, Milner would not get in anywhere near a sentence, let alone team.
Who? Who's
Exactly.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you're not catching me on that one again. Right. So, see,
We've all got our boogie, man.
listen, shut up now. Right. So, so who's going on the left side? For me, it's got to be Sterling. Ability, it's got to be Sterling.
No, he weren't that good.
Okay, then, John. On the left, who?
I'm gonna go Tevez.
All right. Well, it's your right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tevez.
It's your right to be wrong.
But I'm going off his ability to play football, not his attitude.
Yeah, if we were going off attitude, I wouldn't have Torre in the team either.
No, you wouldn't. We could go on about this all night, couldn't we?
Mm.
Exactly, and that's why it's good to have a mass debate sometimes.
Pardon?
Chris,
Who you having left? Winger.
don't stand up because you might see your underpants again. Riz, come on. You've had enough time to think about it.
I get your point, Andy. Your points are good and about Sterling. You know, his record speaks for himself. But I would have loved to have seen more of Tevez. I don't think you can put Phil Foden in there yet because we've not seen the best of him and he's still got little faults and stuff. So I think it's too early to put him in. You know, ask us again in 3 years' time and we might be putting him in. I would have loved to have had Tevez at the club for a lot longer.
Yeah.
And just the fact that him, Aguero, in the same team, they would absolutely terrorise defences. They'd be absolutely frightening.
Sterling would never do that.
No. So I'm going with John on this. I'm going to go for Tevez in there. His attitude stunk and all the rest of it, but you know, if you got, just imagine Tevez in this team we've got now.
It's scary,
He's like
isn't
an
it?
Alvarez. Yeah, he's Alvarez gives you a glimpse of it.
Yeah.
And he'd absolutely terrorise stuff. And he could win you a game single-handedly. He could just decide to win you a game and win it.
So could Sterling, just saying.
No, he couldn't. He'd run
I
into
would
two
put
men.
more money on
Lose the
Tevez
ball.
doing it than Sterling, to be honest.
All right, well, it's your right. And Marie?
I'm sticking with the other two with Tevez. I just think you just never knew what he was going to do, but you always felt he was going to do something special. So that's why I'd have to pick him.
Oh, that's fine. So, Stan, we've got Sterling and we've got 4 Tevez, yeah?
Yeah,
There's one for Sterling.
I'd rather have Jack Grealish.
So we've got 3 Tevez, so we're majority. That's fine.
You're harsh. You're harsh using tonight.
To be honest with you, Tevez,
Why? I was curious.
Tevez wasn't dynamite. We'd scored about 70, maybe 80 goals in a season. That's it.
I was curious. Now listen.
To the hardest one now.
So,
Right wing.
How Kamara, isn't it? But before we get to that one, how come Sean Wright Phillips didn't even get a mention?
Because we haven't picked our right-sided player yet.
yes.
No, his name's right. He didn't always play on the right.
Usually he did.
Yeah, he did. Never forget him running down that wing.
No.
All right, let's go. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. As well, we'll have when we've done this one, we'll have 3 subs, 4 including keeper. 4.
Oh, 5. That's what Pep wants. But don't use
5
them, but he
subs.
wants them.
5 subs.
All right.
By the rules.
We'll have 5 subs. So let's go right side of midfield, winger, whatever you want to call it.
Right, Phillips.
Right, Phillips.
Is this in the team or on the bench?
Team.
He's in the team.
Team on the right.
I've got to agree with you on Sean Wright because ability he had it, attitude he had it, he proved it at an international level as well.
You know, I'd like to put Bernardo Silva in there, but I don't think he quite plays as well as he can do on that right.
I'll just say, Stan, you won't be able to if 4 of us are going for Sean Wright Phillips.
You can stick him on the bench, mate, don't worry.
The bench then, that's all right, because then we can play him anywhere.
What
Right,
about David White
20 years ago.
with his pace?
20
he's
20
before them, mate.
20 years, mate.
Honestly, you'd be going for Andy Hinchcliffe at left back if that was the case.
I've never
Wouldn't.
had him anywhere near my team.
On me. Never have it. Right, so subs. We'll go for sub
Hang on, I've not
keeper.
voted yet.
You have?
Not voted.
You've
Go
been
on.
told you voted for
Finished.
Ryan Phillips.
All right, I was going to vote for him anyway.
I know you'd have been outvoted if 3 of us have gone for Wright Phillips anyway.
Yeah, but you can
Doesn't
still.
matter. I'm still allowed my say.
Anthony
Right,
said you
sub-keeper.
not. Anthony said you not.
Can have your own little vote.
Subkeeper, come on.
Well, you think
Subkeeper.
right wing would be right up my street, wouldn't you? Or
Sorry?
did you,
That's a different podcast.
oh, yeah.
So subkeeper, you've got to have Hart in there. I'm sorry, I wanted him as number 1 in this, but you know nothing.
Carson.
Who?
Scott Carson, the best number 2 keeper in the world.
Yeah, but he's not.
Doesn't matter, you don't have to. He's on the bench, he'll never play.
He's not really played for us, though, has he?
No, and he's brilliant at sitting on the bench, so he's the best bench keeper we've ever had.
And he's very good in the dressing room, I believe.
I'm just winding, don't worry, I'm just winding Andy up here because I know he's there to get Joe on the bench. Go on, give Joe the gloves. He'll be all right.
Willie Caballero.
Great shout. The penalty king. What do with him now?
We could.
You know what? From what I've seen so far, Ortega.
Yeah,
But you've
I
only
was going to
seen.
say him.
But you've only, hang on, you put Ortega, seriously put Ortega ahead of Joe Hart. Really?
Well,
Yeah.
He's a
great
better shot stopper.
and
Oh, do you know
can distribute the ball.
Exactly.
Hang on, you've seen him in what? A handful of games. If you was what Nelson.
Let's be
I've
honest,
watched him play.
I've watched him
We
What's
only
he
saw Duarte
play.
be fantastic in a handful of games. Simple as.
We've got to let our hearts, if you pardon the expression, not rule our heads. Because we love Joe Hart,
We did.
but it was because he interacted with the crowd a lot as well.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at this. I think you're just going to put somebody else on the bench because you can see my. I nearly said something else. My reaction.
Let's be honest, Andy. I've watched Armenia Belfield for the last 4 seasons, and he's been great, Ortega. So yeah.
Not for us. It's not. Well, it's been great for us, but not for 4 years, mate.
I put Joe Hart on the bench.
Don't matter.
He's got me vote.
All right, 2 for Joe Hart.
Ortega.
It's all right because this you
Go
might
on,
be
John.
winding, listen. You might be winding me up here, but
Ortega.
if anybody watches this, you're going to get slaughtered, and I'm gonna tag this.
Don't sell Joe Hart. Super Joey Hart. Just don't think you understand. Remember
Right.
that?
Don't
Come on,
shoot.
John.
It was only 2 matches later.
There's 2 Ortegas on 2 Joe Harts.
Don't shoot to the left of Joey.
No, Joe Hart could not stop anything down to his left.
No.
Like I say, I saw Joe Hart have about 4 fantastic games. One was against Barcelona. But that's about it. Anybody shot down to his left-hand side, they scored.
And that one game convinced Pep that he was never going to be a City player.
Yep.
Under him, because he couldn't pass the ball out.
100%.
So, off what I saw the other night, I'm still saying Willie Caballero.
So this is going to be interesting then, because 2 for Joe Hart, 2 for Ortega, and you've gone for Big Willie.
Yeah. Put your Willie
what-
in, your Willie out.
But what about keeper?
Unbelievable.
He's down again, isn't he?
He's crumbled. You can't put him on VAR either.
Right,
Right,
okay.
so-
I'm going to go Ortega then. Sorry, mate.
I know why Anthony's
We're going off
bullying you
ability.
now.
Ortega.
I know why Anthony's bullying you lot now. I agree with Anthony. Right, we'll have one
Does
defender.
he like Joe Hart and all, does he?
Hey,
He likes Joe Hart and all, does he?
don't know, no idea.
Probably.
Right, let's go for. What do you want to go for? 2 defenders, 1 midfielder, and a striker, or do you want to go for 1 defender, 2 midfielders, whatever combo you want?
Right, stick John Stones in there.
No, why? That's just your opinion.
Okay.
I'll go for Stones as well.
No, you would.
Who?
He has.
Are you poking your eyes out there? You Pokemon?
I am. No, my eyes itching. I'm just.
Aye, itchy, itchy, aye, singing, aye, itchy, itchy.
Defender on the bench, Ruben Diaz.
All right. Anne-Marie.
Either him or Stefan Savic. So.
All right, you've had your say. Shut up now. It's Anne-Marie.
I'll probably go for John Stones.
Sorry to them, innit? Sorry, Paul. You don't matter what you think.
No, he's
No,
got an
I-
opinion. He's got an opinion,
John
whether
Stones.
it's or not.
Who's
I'd have John
Stones?
Stones and Diaz. John Stones and Diaz.
Yeah, we'll have John Stones and Diaz on the bench.
All right. No, hang on. No, we can put John Stones in. Hang on.
Confusing.
You're not real. I don't want Diaz on the bench.
What, do you want him in the team?
No.
You don't want him anywhere near Man City? Come on,
That's not-
this is getting a bit controversial now, mate.
That's not the question, is it? I would have in there.
Headline on Twitter, Andy Savage doesn't want Diaz anywhere near Man City.
Hey, listen, everybody knows I love Diaz because even my fantasy team is called Up Diaz. You know.
Well, which way do you love him, mate?
It is. Anne-Marie, what? Anne-Marie,
Yes,
tell him.
it is, yeah.
I know it
Tell him, Anne-Marie, tell him what my fantasy team's called.
Up Diaz.
Sorry?
Sounds better when she says it.
Up Diaz, yeah.
We're going off piece now, aren't we? Right. So we've got Ortega, we've got Stones. Do you want another defender or do you want to go for 2 midfielders and a striker?
Defender,
Who do you want in?
Savage.
Me?
No, not you.
Right, I'm going to start off with you, Riz. You want Orville?
Yeah.
While you're
Just trying to
thinking, we'll
think.
go to Anne-Marie.
Diaz.
Right, you want to?
Yeah, I'd have to go with
That's-
Diaz as well.
That's 2 up Diaz.
Lescott.
Right, all right. Let's listen. I would have had Diaz in there. I would have probably had Zaba because we've already got Stones playing centre back. Yeah, we could have Stones playing right back. Yeah, but I would have had Zaba in there.
Okay, yeah. If we're going for left or right, then I suppose he's
Yeah, stick Zappa on then, yeah.
by all means.
Oh, you can't.
No, if you go in that, I thought you were going centre backs.
Why would I want 2 centre backs on the bench?
In case one gets injured.
But then you can put Stones in there. If your right back gets injured, you can put Stones at right back.
Yeah, but he didn't really play the very
Oh,
well yesterday, did he?
You've made your bed. You can lie in it now. That the away day bed. Speaking of away day beds, go on, Riz.
I said Diaz, didn't I?
Who
I
did
forgot
you say?
about Zaba. No, I'm going Zaba.
Yeah. Because
Right, this is your last chance,
Well, Zappa.
Zaba.
Mr. Loverman. Zaba. Stan, you can.
On Stan.
Stan, have you
I don't mind. I'll go with the majority. Zappa or Diaz, I don't mind. They're all right, both of them.
I've actually got one.
Glad you're not the assistant coach then.
Both are reliable.
Midfielder. This will be an interesting one. Midfielder.
Bernardo.
You put Bernardo ahead of
Gareth Barry.
Fabian Delph.
Yep.
Commercial.
Basics of
Controversial.
football.
All right.
Trying to think of any other.
You won't put a De Jong in there, a Rodri in there. Depends what kind of midfielder you want. Depends whether you want a Rolls Royce or you want a Fernandinho.
Aren't you saying that? Yeah, Fernie. Totally forgot about Fernandinho.
Told
You'd want a Fernie in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
because Fernandinho can always play centre
Either
back.
Rodri or Fernandinho, but I'd
I'm
love
gonna
to
go
In
have
the
had
prime, I would say Fernandinho.
Fernandinho. I'd love to have had a Fernandinho in his prime.
I'd love it
What,
to be there now.
ahead of Bernardo?
No, we've got him in as well.
No, we've not.
We haven't.
We have.
We haven't.
No.
Yeah, but I'm putting it. It's part of my
Twelve of your
five.
team, mate.
Right, so I'm going to go for Fernandinho.
Yeah, I agree, Fernandinho.
Anne-Marie.
Bernardo.
It's too attacking. You need somebody in defence.
Stan.
Got too defensive.
Stan, just pick one.
Bernardo.
Controversial.
Well, it's
Riz.
not like we've got two defenders on the bench, so we can bring one of them to do the defending midfielder.
Well, you can put Ortega in midfield.
Yeah, but if we had Fernandinho, we could go in the centre of defence, couldn't we?
Is he a delay in wherever you live, Riz? I said that 10 minutes ago. So it's 2 for Fernandinho and 2 for Bernardo.
We're not having both in there. I'd want them both on my bench.
Bench isn't big enough.
Bench is
five,
getting
haven't
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, but we've got 5 on the
Yeah,
bench.
but that's going to be a striker. I don't mean Tevez because he's already in. He used to strike a lot, didn't he?
So who have we got on the bench?
Ortega, Stones, Zaba, and we've got
Bernardo.
2 votes. No, we've got 2 votes for Bernardo, and we've got 2
Bernardo, Fernandinho, and a striker.
No, no. We've already got 3 in at the moment, and it's 5 subs.
Oh yeah. Bernardo.
Right, striker.
We're not very spoilt with strikers because we've not had one for years, did we?
Craig Bellamy.
See,
Shout.
Bellamy's a great shout, Stan.
I'd rather have him than Tevez. He's Tevez without the either.
You'd rather have Lee Bradbury than Tevez.
Bellamy got injured.
Controversial, and I might not disagree, but
Bellamy's knees couldn't take it.
But it doesn't matter. But Bellamy's a great shout.
Yeah, good shout.
That's a great
That
shout.
you see that's where sometimes when you're picking these, when you ask to do stuff like this, there's players that just don't spring to mind, and then somebody mentions that, and you think,
Like you said, going off the form, I would have probably said Negredo.
that's why Andy's got me on here, because right at the 90th minute I popped up with Bellamy to get the win.
exactly.
You've not popped up for a long time, I believe, mate, but that's a different story. You know something? I'm going to go for Bellamy. That's a great shout. That I used to love what Craig Bellamy's one of them players you hate if he's on the opposition. You love if he's playing for you.
Like Andy Savage, Lily Savage.
Sorry. You see that? See that, Riz? Sab. Do you want to know what it's an anagram of?
Go on.
Anthony. So I'm going for Bellamy. Stan, go on. You're looking very thoughtful there.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of the. You're right. You know, we've had some decent strikers, but they've never really challenged. Couldn't have they? You know.
Don't be swearing.
none
It's
of
a
that.
no swearing show, Stan.
No, but I mean,
Don't be saying the C word.
Ian Acho was the buzz lad for a couple of seasons, and then he's gone off to Leicester, and everyone's forgotten him. I'm just trying to think.
We've had a few strikers. We've got Dzeko, Jovetic.
Yeah.
Dzeko.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm going for Dzeko. I'm going for Dzeko. Sorry, Bellas. Bellamy will probably move a golf club or something, but you know. I'm going for Dzeko, me.
I would go for Dzeko.
Got to, Dzeko. How could I have forgot Dzeko was one of my all-time favourite City players?
Maybe that's your subconscious trying to tell you something.
Or he should be called, it's Dzeko.
Dzeko. What's that? What's the League Cup called, John?
Caribou.
Caribou. The Caribou Cup.
Shall we do the fandango?
And the most late.
Right.
It's not like you, Andy, going for the jack off.
I'm toiled here between Craig Bellamy and Dzeko.
Why not Haaland?
Because he'd be in the team.
Talking all-time greats. He's not there yet.
He's just a very good Negredo at the moment.
All-time greats. All right, then. So you're saying Edison's an all-time great. Walker is. Laporte is.
In the last 20 years, yeah. Not all-time, 20 years.
Ortega's an all-time great, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need drug testing. You really do. You really, really do. So go on. Right, John, answer. I'm going for Dzeko.
Dzeko.
Stop agreeing with me now. Anne-Marie.
It was me that suggested it.
Dzeko.
Not Mahrez?
No.
Surprised he's not got in.
Stan, shut up and tell us.
Caradi.
Who?
No, I'd go with Dzeko, to be honest. Very, very close with him in...
He edges his mind more than weather, doesn't he?
Oh,
Are we troubling you tonight, Stan?
no, I'm just going for Dzeko, that's all. That was a good shout. I agree with John. I don't think there's a lot in it, but I'd give the nod to Jekyll.
I'm sure it was me who suggested him.
No, I'm sure.
I think if
You forgot about him. You said, how can I forget him? He's one of my all-time favourites.
I guarantee the next time you listen to this, it'll be a different answer.
Yeah. Edited.
I'd just like to say that I reckon you need that last-minute goal. Bring Dzeko on, stick him up front, and bang the ball into the box, and he'll get you that goal. So I'm going Dzeko.
Nobody would believe you. Right. That never happened.
On his 10th attempt.
Yeah, but
He
he'd
always
be
got a
right.
goal.
Yeah. When he needed one,
I
he'd
never
get you
forget
one.
that day against Spurs. And he scored
Right.
4.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got
Right.
a feeling Joe Hart will be the reserve sub by the time this comes out.
It'd be in the team, mate, not so. So this is what we've got. We've got there in the end. Edison, Walker at right back, Vinny, Laporte, Cliche. That is your defenders. Silva in midfield. That's a David Silva. KDB and Yaya. Shawnee Wright on the right. Aguero and Tevez. I've got to say we're lacking a little bit of a steal in midfield there, I think, but nobody would get the ball anyway, would they?
No, they wouldn't. No, it's over in there.
I don't think you need anybody because that forward line has got to be. If it's
I just said that.
All, I'll never know.
Hello. I'm sure I said that 10 minutes ago.
About the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the forwards. It's a very, very short forward line, isn't it?
So did Barcelona's, but look at them.
John,
It'd be like
John,
you're not being attacked by the Antil mob.
We're playing with a false 9. Don't worry about an 9. Right, so we've all agreed on, well, mainly agreed all on this. Subs in goal, we've got Joe Hart, then we've got Stones, Zaba, Bernardo, and Dzeko, yeah?
No,
So
that's wrong.
We had Ortega.
If you're in charge of this team, Andy, we're playing with a false manager.
We had Ortega, mate.
We had Ortega in net, Andy.
He was testing us to see if we're listening.
He's changed it and he's not even edited it yet.
No, it's Ortega, Stones, Zaba, which I managed to convince you with that one, Bernardo and Dzeko. But Bellamy, that's torn me now. I'd probably,
You can buy
like,
him for
Bellamy-
next season, don't worry about it.
Bellamy could do the hassling what Tevez could do.
they used to like each other, Tevez and Bellamy, apparently.
Mm. So it does throw a conundrum up, that throwing Craig Bellamy into that.
Okay, Carol Vorderman. Well, all your conundrums. So so we're all agreed on that. What a great debate, though. It just shows you we've tossed and turned, as it were, for players who've not even got in there. Because I think it's.
How do you think KDB will get on playing with Yaya?
He has done.
Yeah, but I mean, for a long term.
3 years he played for him, didn't he?
Was it 3 years long?
De Bruyne has been with us 7 years.
Has he been with us that long?
Mm-hmm. God, did you not see it on the big screen, John? Celebrity John.
Oh, I saw me.
Go on.
There he is.
Tell you what, though, disappointed Dunny didn't get in.
It was over 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
over 20 years ago.
On that note,
On his goal scoring record.
Yeah.
On that
On
note,
goal
we'll
scoring
leave it.
record, yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Andy.
The 20 years.
That concludes your draw. Are you going to say goodbye now, Stan?
Goodbye, Stan.
Correct. He's gone. And on that note,
You haven't stopped recording yet, have you?
no, it's still going. And John will see this. Stan will see this. Right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good debate, that.
Welcome.
Do it all again next week.
So much nicer with just 4. It's nice big screen.
Thanks you.
Symmetrical, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Have a good week and we'll do it again soon, guys.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Andy.
Hey, thank you. Bye-bye.